Hello everybody, here we are
Hi.
again. And in our last report, we said we were going to talk a little bit about what Garfield, the kitty cat, meant to Flagler County and why we had it on our desk. For those of you who might not be aware, back in 1985, when ITT started developing Flagler County and Palm Coast, it was quoted in the United Press International, Garfield is wearing a jogging suit fishing and playing golf at Florida. Well, this was back in 1985 when ITT was thinking about which mascot to use to represent Flagler County, and they thought that Garfield was a really cool laid-back kitty cat, so they just decided they were going to use him. There were billboards across Florida, and they were all saying, "Live the good life at Palm Coast," with Garfield pictures on them. Those of you probably who were traveling back and forth on 95 probably remember these billboards back at the time. The United Press International in 1985 in August quoted, "Soon Garfield the chubby cat will be splashed across 130 billboards along a stretch of highway in Northeast Florida, where a subsidiary of ITT Corporation hopes to lure prospective home buyers off the highway to visit model homes. On every third billboard or so, Garfield's eyes would say, 'Live the good life at Palm Coast.'" The cat itself is sort of a happy-go-lucky, they said, so not so philosophical, but with the intention of enjoying the good life.
Very cool. And so they did these billboards, and they made the decision to use Garfield.
Exactly.
And then was there other things? You know, obviously they did some print advertisements. And
Yes, and then the main thing was, and then ITT probably gave Garfield the telephone, whose eyes would open when you used the phone. That was really cool. The kids really loved it back then as well. And it was given to every customer that purchased property in Palm Coast, Florida at that time. So this is why Garfield is such an important little piece of history in Flagler County.
Cool. So if you do any garage sailing, you might actually find some of these phones. I know that back in the day when we moved here, we've been here about 21 years, you would find them almost everywhere. Now they're getting harder and harder to find. But feel free to come by the office anytime and check out the Garfield phone. And now you know why we keep it here. And thank you so much, Margarita, for sharing that bit of Flagler County history. And that wraps up this Insider Fact. See you next time.